They said, if we are to die 1,000 times and be resurrected 1,000 times, I bet you we are not going to leave you. We are going to be with you. Then, that was how each and individual were renewing their allegiance on that day, that night. Then, people like John was seen sharpening his sword. Upon all, he was very old. He was the servant of the Holy Prophet. After the Prophet died, Imam inherited him. After that, he went to Imam Hussein. Then after that, he became under the Abu Zar al-Ghifari. He was very old. That very night, because Imam Hussein told them that, tell them to leave me this night. Ana uhibbu an unaji Rabbi. I love to call my Lord this night. He wants to make last communication to his Lord. Then they were busy in reciting Quran, doing istighfar, begging Almighty Allah for their sins to be forgiven, whereas the enemies were there playing, doing party, merrymaking. They had they even sent that, oh, why are you people crying this night? You said when you die you are going to Jannah. But today, this night, you know tomorrow is your D-Day. Why are you crying? They said, no, we are not crying because of death. We are crying. Imam Hussein alayhi salam told them that, tell them we are crying because I am going to be the reason why they will enter the hand of the day. You see how merciful the Ahl Bayts are? Your enemy that came there to kill you is still having this mercy for them, that he doesn't want to be a cause for them to enter Jahannam on the day of Qiyamah upon all their evil deeds. Who among us? These are the things we need to imbibe from our imams. Even if somebody is against you, try to see how you can guide him. These are the messages of all the prophets that came. Then, in the morning, when the morning came, immediately the household, Zainab al-Kubra and others had Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. They know the time has come. They burst into cry. They started crying. Because they know immediately after these enemies are coming. And there's nothing you can do about that. You know how lovely Imam Hussein is to Zainab al-Kubra. Then they are going to lose their beloved one. This is the last grandson of the Holy Prophet. At the end of the day, the morning come. When they came, do you know Umar ibn Sa'd does not even have shame. When he came, he took the arrow. He wants people to see it so that they will convey to Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad and Yazid ibn Muawiyah that he was the first person to throw arrow into the army of who? Of Hussein ibn Ali. When you are saying somebody is Sahaba, do you know that Umar ibn Sa'd is among the Sahabas? He has seen the Prophet. He was with him. But all these actions came from him. Is this a guarantee that being a Sahaba has give you that everything that you can do anything you like on this earth? Therefore, the battle continued. One good thing we should learn out of the people are divided into three categories that day. Imam Hussein, the household of the Imam Hussein, and the other companions. Do you know the sacrifice the companions of the Imam Hussein made? They don't allow, not only Imam Hussein, other household of the Imam Hussein to die in their presence. They all need to go. They all need to go before the turn get to who? To the household. The first person to die among the household of the Holy Prophet was Ali Akbar, the son of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Before that time, Imam Hussein called Ali Akil. He said, "Oh, Ali Akil." So Muhammad
No.
He said, Ali Akil, is it not okay for you?
Assalamu ala al-Husayn wa ala Ali al-Husayn wa ala awlad al-Husayn wa ala
Said Ali Akil, does it not suffice you the sacrifice your Muslim Ibn Akil has made? Go home.
Hussein. أنا وإياكم من الطالبين بسعره وأوليه إلى من بحره.
Said Ali Akil said, why do we go home? Where are we going? Imam said, how are we going to live after you? Imam Hassan. Do you know how many children of Imam Hassan that gone during that battle of Karbala? They continue fighting until he got to the throne of Abu Fadl al-Abbas.
Of course.
Abu Fadl al-Abbas, we all know his loyalty to Imam Hussein. Never in his life has he ever called Imam by his name. With that respect, that very day, when Abu Fadl was struck, Imam Hussein said, my backbone has been. My backbone has been cut off. Abu Fadl Abbas, Imam Hussein tried to protect him, he couldn't do that.
من ناصر ينصرني
لبيك يا حسين
لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين.
When Imam Hussein, at the end of the day, it remains only he. Only Imam Hussein, only remained only he. He fought, continued fighting, continued killing the enemies until Umar ibn Sa'd told them that, no, if you continue to go one after the other to Imam Hussein, he will kill all of you. We should all go in group and attack him. Imam Hussein alayhi salam got to a stage when he is alone. He said, Ya Muslim ibn Awsaja, wa ya Muzahir, wa ya Habib ibn Muzahir, wa ya Zuhair ibn al-Qayn, لماذا ندعوكم ولا تجيبون وناديكم ولا تسمعون. Why Muslim ibn Awsaja, Al-Habib ibn al-Mazahir, Al-Qaid ibn Zuhair ibn al-Qaid, why am I calling you people and you people are not answering? Why are you not taking to my call? That time I'm alone, is alone. Nobody said, Hal min Nasiri Yansurna, Hal min Mugisiri Agisna. Oh my Lord. Remember, as I said earlier, so I stopped finally. Imam Zainul Abidin, he was on the sick bed. All after they have gotten to Medina, many a times when Imam Zainul Abidin see a butcher, he will call the butcher, will ask him, oh, the butcher. He said yes. He said, when you want to slaughter animal, do you give him water? He said yes. He Said, but my father died without water. When you see a guest, you say, you guest, you came here as a guest. You are giving food and you are giving a place to sleep. But my father was in Karbala, nobody to help him. When Imam Zainul Abidin was about to die, he was sitting down on the chair near the chest of his father. Imam Bakr was sitting down near the chest of his father. He was consoling him. Imam Zainul Abidin burst into tears. Imam Bakr asked him, why are you crying? He said, the memories of Karbala cannot leave my head. He said, today you are dying and I'm here to console you. When my father was dying, nobody to console him. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. السلام عليكم يا آل بيت النبوة وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. Inshallah, I think I should stop here, but one thing I want to remind brothers is that nobody should have a